A lot of times meditation is obviously best right at sunrise before you've begun or done anything else. But sometimes we wake up a little stiff. So this sequence is just a inspiration of how one can sort of adapt and work around in the morning, giving a nice movements to your body, and then finding a calm with your favorite pranayama or breathing exercise in the morning. So let's go over to the mat, and as the title of the sequence, sat on the mat. So the first thing we'll do here is a child's pose. And if you, just to cover quickly comfort issues, so everybody is happy and walking away with a smile, you always want to be seated on your heels to get the maximum extension and opening here in the back and the shoulders. So if that's not happening, if you're leaning forward to get your head on the mat, well, just use a block. That's where support for the forehead here. So deep inhale and exhale. Exhale, falling forward, and just adjust yourself to the block if you need it. This keeps the alignment. You don't want your head dangling off the floor. So this is really very, very important. You can also use a cushion if you don't have a block. That's fine. I'll stay here for a moment. And now inhale, coming up, all the way up again to the sky. This time, what we're going to do is have our hands behind our back. So you want to hold on to your wrist here. And we're going to keep the arms or the hands on the lower back, creating a little bit of pressure to release any tension there. So first we'll start off, we'll get our verticality, make an extension, go all the way up to the sky, deep inhale, and then exhale and simultaneously capturing the wrists and going forward. Again, using the block if you need it. Keep your forehead in contact with the ground, with the mat. So you complete contact here. And then just let that weight of the arm, or the wrist rather, on the lower back take effect. If you feel a little bit more opening now, perhaps you just want to quickly push the brick to one side and see if you can fall to the mat. And now when you're ready, just coming up, inhale, nice and slow. And now, obviously, all things being equal in yoga, both sides have to be done. So reach back up, get that verticality, up to the sky, inhale, tickling the clouds with the fingers if you like. And now, arms behind you, simultaneously capturing the other wrists now, exhaling, letting that forehead down to the floor. Make sure you have contact here or use the brick. And let's stay here for a couple breaths. And now inhale, coming up. And there we go. So now, remember, always want to be as comfortable as possible. If for any reason you need a little extra cushion under your knees, remember you can always roll the mat, make a triple mat here, and bring the knees on top for a little extra padding and comfort. So now we'll go for one more thing here before going for a meditative calm. We'll do something here for the shoulders. It's really nice. This one's called cow face pose. Doesn't sound nice, but yes, I was almost able to get the strap to match the yoga shirt. Quite funny. Wasn't intentional. Just noticing now, actually. But I'm going to do what you're not supposed to do in yoga instruction. That is give my back to the class or to the camera. It has to be done to do this correctly, because the entry and exit into different postures, even simple ones like this, are really, really important. And that's where you can prevent or eliminate any injuries or discomfort. So just take the strap or shirt tie, raise it above your arm, high as you can. Let that hand fall back to the middle of the back here. And then with the left hand, you want to swing it. Don't just swing it underneath, but really open the socket. Come out all the way, far back as you can, and then reaching the hand back up to the center here, with the idea of this elbow going vertically downwards towards the ground, and take hold of the strap. Or if you can, if you're okay with it, obviously, grab the fingers there, or even if you can work through it, get down to the wrist. Depends. I always suggest with the strap for first thing in the morning, maybe, and then progressing from there. But anyway, now you want to have your head straight, completely neck in alignment with the spine, and elbows and coming backwards. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper with this one, we're just stepping one back 1 second. If you want to go back a little deeper, you can go up, lift up off your heels, and then, technical yoga term, scooch your hand up a little higher and catch hold of the strap or the other fingers. So now we're here. You don't have to make a moo or do anything radical. Cow face pose is just the name. And stay here for a few breaths. You have a nice support in the middle of the shoulders with the arms as you're pulling gently, maybe with some gentle insistence, exhaling, and making those elbows and shoulders open and go in the one progressive direction together. And now when you're ready, we still have a smile. Release the bottom hand first, come out and around, top hand out. And now let's do something with our hands here, wrists, after having them in between straps. So just bring the fingers together, just roll them together like that. Nice gentle movement before doing the other side, little reset. And I'll come back the other way. Same thing. And there we go. And now come out over to this side here. So the opposite side, left hand in this case, all the way up, arm going off to the side, opening the socket, bringing it up as high as you can. Again, if you want to, just lift up off the heels, sitting up a little bit. You can sometimes capture a bit more space that way, or opening. Getting the hand up there. And now drop the strap down, take hold, and then just progressively with the breath, opening the shoulders, pulling the elbows back, keep a calm face, and deep belly breath here. And now exhale, release. First the bottom arm coming out slowly. Top arm of the strap off to one one side. And now, again, reaching out in front of you here. Same thing, just a little something for recovery, for the hands, counter pose if you like, for the cow face pose. That sounds quite good. And now going back the other way. Most of the Palamukasana series, and as it were, technically in yoga, any asana or posture can be a meditation posture. So I like to always look for things that are different. This one's very simple. I'm just going to go adjust the mat a little bit, I think, for the camera. There we go. Okay. So what we do is start here from tabletop and just work our way forward to the mat. Make sure your fingers are on the mat. You might, in the case like I have here, have a double mat just for comfort. Meditation, it's always nice to have a little bit extra cushion, perhaps. So you're on your forearms, your elbows are tucked in, and just very simply bring the elbows up and let your chin, the weight of your chin, fall into your hands. So it's just like when we were kids watching television, or we still do, Netflix, whatever. So the trick or the technique of this one, and where you get a lot of benefit, opening the back of the neck there, is the exhale. When you let the tension and you let release, you really get a nice extension. This is also, just a little hint, a really good fix if you wake up with a sore neck in the morning. If you do this for 5 or 10 minutes, normally you can get everything back where it should be, and you're good to start your day. So just a little yogic tip for daily life. So again, just make sure you're completely here. I try to keep my hands not touching the ears or anything, or really wrapped around them, just onto the cheeks, as it were. And just lower down, let the weight fall, and then close your eyes. And now, while you're here, you can do a couple different practices for yourself. You can do third eye gazing. You can even perhaps do a little visualization. In this case, we have the birds chirping. I like to sometimes connect with nature and my surroundings, using the idea of what the birds see as a nice way to distract and keep the mind calm. That's the main thing. Deep belly breath and just enjoy. So we'll be here for some moments, some minutes, and please, let's join. We'll begin now. Crocodile. And now inhale, coming up. Gently keeping the eyes closed. Just make our way back up here to Sphinx. Actually up the tabletop. So inhale. Nice little counter pose with child's pose. Again, using the brick if you need to. Arms all the way out. Exhale. Stay here for a few breaths. And now inhale, coming up to center. And hands to our heart. Namaste, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Please subscribe to my channel and hope to see you again for another episode of Sat in the Mat. And I'll be doing tomorrow another sequence on a regular basis, Sat in the Swing. If you have an aerial swing and want to try, feel free to join. Have a great day.